bringing you the latest from Utah State University's Uintah Basin Regional Campus. This is Aggie Update. Now, here's your host, Bob Peterson.
Thanks for joining us today on Aggie Update. Joining me this week is USU student Andrew Horton, and USU student and Uintah High School student, right?
Yes, sir.
For another week.
Yes.
Your time is coming to a close. So it's good to have you on the set.
Thank you.
We've enjoyed immensely having students here that are USU students and younger USU students who are still in high school. You've got an interesting t-shirt on. Tell us a little bit about that, your knowledge of it. Do you know much about that shirt?
Yes, I do. This shirt was a good deal. The lovely customer service at USU when I was signing up for some summer courses gave me this shirt.
True Aggies bleed blue. That's actually, I think, some leftovers the student council had in recognition of the blood drive. And there's the Aggie Bull, and there's the University of Utah. I don't know what that is, not their mascot, but it's the U running away from the bull. And they have a friendly competition with who can give the most blood. And I think we're real close in surpassing the University of Utah, so it's campus-wide. It's kind of a cool thing. Thought you'd want to know about his shirt. Andrew, so you know it's rare we have students of both Uintah High and USU here on the set, and there's a few of you. There's been quite a few students taking concurrent classes. Let's first just start off talking about you, a little introduction to you, your family, and who Andrew Horton is.
All right. Some aspects, I'm just an ordinary person, but a few things stand out about me. I like to have fun, plain and simple. But on a different note, I believe in working hard. I always work really hard to accomplish my goals, try to work at a fast and steady pace. And finally, my biggest hobby is flying. I'm into aviation big time. And those are the three biggest points about me.
Well, and I know Andrew well enough. When he comes by my office, he's just always jovial. He's just always happy and energetic, and goal-minded. You know, you mentioned your goal-setting abilities, and no doubt when you were at Uintah High School, you saw the offering, I think, of USU courses, and so you wanted to jump in. What was the motivation, I guess, to get started on some USU classes?
The motivation was back then to get into the Air Force Academy, to get a head start, to be one up. But another motivation was to take quality college classes as a high school student versus just regular high school classes, so that really got me excited.
And those courses can be worked into credit for both high school as well as college. And so talk about goal-oriented, you're already talking Air Force, right? And your love for flying. So where did that develop? Where did that come from?
Well, the answer about the flying part is, I think I was born with it. My first word was B-17.
Now, I highly doubt that. I'll have to ask your mother.
All right, go ahead. But now I want to join the Air Force, and I've been working hard to go through my ratings. And right now I'm working on becoming a certified flight instructor. So,
Andrew's even coming to my office and asking if I wanted to go up in flight with him in his Cessna airplane, and I'm working up to that. I'm trying to get the courage to go out with somebody much younger than me, 5,000, 6,000, 10,000 feet in the air. So how high would we fly?
Well, to get over the Timpanogos range, maybe 10,000.
Yeah, we're gonna start real slow and go from here to Gusher, and then from Gusher to Roosevelt. So might take a little while. But congratulations on that pursuit of aviation. And what you're telling me too is that hopefully you want to land up in USU perhaps in their aviation program.
Yes, sir.
That'd be wonderful. So let's talk for the last few minutes or so in this session about your concurrent classes. How many classes have you had at USU?
After this trimester is over, I'll have 30 credits under my belt,
Wow.
30 college credits.
Wow.
And the classes have been a really good experience. It's helped me develop my study skills, and it's prepared me for future college classes. It's really an honor to be up in classes that are one up on high school classes, to get a great education. So,
like you said, a springboard into the university experience.
Yeah.
And 30 credits, so roughly 10 classes. Any of those stand out in your mind as favorites?
Yeah, one of my favorites was Josh Hunter's speech 1020 class.
Oh, he'll love to hear that.
I'm sure he will. It was fun. The students engaged in conversation across the broadcasting system. We got to learn how to give speeches, to speak better in front of the public. I just thought it was a lot of fun. Andy shared the joke of the day in front of every class. That was cool.
Always started your day out right.
Yes. But I appreciated almost every class I've taken, concurrent enrollment-wise. It was just been a great experience. No regrets.
When we come back, we'll be joined with Andrew Horton again and talking about his plans for the future, including the Air Force. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Aggie Update. We're joined again with Andrew Horton, a USU student and Uintah High School student. And great to have you on the set, Andrew. And it's been wonderful for me to develop a friendship with you because I see you passing the halls of the Bingham Research Center, going to class. When we ended the last session, you were talking about some of those classes you had while you were in high school at USU. The public speaking was one. What are some of the other ones that stand out in your mind?
Another one that stood out in my mind was English 1010. Reason is I really developed my essay skills, and it's extremely useful skill to be able to somewhat decently write an essay because you do that in virtually every class. Another class that really stood out to me was Biology 1010 because we had a live professor, Professor Jolly, and she made it fun. And class is always good when they're fun, right?
And how about the walk from Uintah High School over to the Technology College or the Bingham Center? I mean, you get that wonderful tunnel to go through. Isn't that fantastic to see the work that's gone into creating opportunities for young students like yourself to take advantage of university college experience?
Yes, it is. I have no problem with the walk at all. One thing I notice when I'm going under the tunnels is the security cameras always seem to focus on me. Like,
focused on you? Why is that?
I don't know. Must be a coincidence.
But what a great opportunity. I think our students are well aware of, and sometimes I want to remind them of just how fortunate they are to have those kind of educational facilities by them. You know, you were also, Andrew, knowing you also took part in Sterling Scholar competition this year, and tell us a little bit about what happened.
All right. I signed up for the General Sterling Scholar for Uintah High School, and after the first interview, I was selected to represent Uintah High School, and it was a great experience. I have no regrets whatsoever. I spent probably over 110 hours working on my portfolio, perfecting my portfolio for the region competition. And the two people that really helped me accomplish this were Kay Baker and Wade Olson. They were tremendous.
You do a wonderful job. Tri-county wide here in the Uintah Basin area, but where we're close to Vernal here, they do a wonderful job. We're fortunate to have good advisors like that. So Sterling Scholar for you from Uintah High School. Swim team, right? How was the swim team experience?
Oh, the swim team experience went great. I started out literally at the bottom of my freshman year, and I climbed the ranks. I managed to take region in the 100-yard butterfly last year, and I fell short 0.14 seconds from the school record in the 50 free. So it was a great experience, and also a great experience to be a part of a team and see what it was like to interact.
You know, most students, as they're going on to and they're taking classes at USU, my daughter, for instance, she took advantage of concurrent education, but it didn't leave a lot of time to do much else. And so that's kind of the question that each young student has to enter in their minds is, okay, what am I going to do? Am I going to be on the swim team? Do I want to go be a Sterling Scholar or attempt to be the Sterling Scholar for Uintah High School? And it really cramps your time. And so to be able to do all those things, Andrew, and to still come up with 30 credits, it's very commendable. Did you have fun along the way, right? All those activities were fun.
Yes, and actually, I was just going to tell you that that's the only way I made it through. I had a good attitude about it. You have to make it fun, because one try I didn't make it fun, and I got bogged down, and it was miserable. And so the whole Sterling Scholar experience, I had a great attitude towards it. This is fun. Didn't worry, the stress was minimal, just roll with it. It's not.
So moving along, you're graduating and you're hoping to get, you're joining the Air Force.
Yes, sir.
And let's talk about year 2, 3, 5 years down the road. Where do you hope it takes you?
Well, after I become a flight instructor and after I serve an LDS mission, I suppose I'll go to the Logan campus, USU, and while I finish up an aviation science degree, I would like to join ROTC and fly for the United States Air Force and be a fighter pilot for the United States Air Force. It's been a lifelong goal ever since I was a little kid.
So where did you get that from? Where did that ambition come to be a fighter pilot?
It might go back longer than I can remember, but from what I can remember, I grew up flying because my dad was a pilot. We'd go everywhere, and I've just always loved planes then, and I'd see several of our returning veterans, heroes of the sky, and I'd look at them and I think, I want to be just like them.
And you're soon to make that dream come true.
I sure hope so.
Any quick words of encouragement for students like you in high school and their involvement with USU?
Yes, I have some words of encouragement. Have fun and go for it. Take a risk, because if you don't take a risk, you won't be able to accomplish some of the goals you want.
And while you're doing it, enjoy some good old Aggie ice cream.
Some good old Aggie ice cream, yes.
Well, appreciate having you join us today. It's always great to have young students, Uintah High students, and as well as USU students on the set. Thanks so much.
Oh, thank you.
That's it for Aggie Update. For more information about USU, join us on our website at uintahbasin.usu.edu or just drop by one of our offices in Roseville or Vernal and ask for some information. See you next time.
I'm Andrew Horton, and I'm dang proud to be an Aggie. Woo!